Afternoon Nuggets. Now, if you were with me this morning, I signed off by saying Tony would be here doing this, and I forgot it was me. So I scheduled me, and I forgot I scheduled me. So that's kind of how things go in my world. And so anyway, I'd like to talk to you about Psalms 31 and get my computer here straight a little bit. Okay, so this is a Psalm of David, and it's about his confidence in God. How great is the goodness you have stored up for those who fear you. You lavish it on those who come to you for protection, blessing them before the watching world. Let me tell you, God's goodness is not hidden. You can step outside, you can look at creation, you can just wake up, simply open your eyes. You slept all night long. You didn't have to make sure you were breathing. You didn't have to make sure your heart was pumping. You didn't have to make sure everything functioned, and you woke up to start a new day. He's good in so many ways. He's our provider, our comforter, our shelter, everything. He is so much. We haven't even tapped into everything that he is. And it's about for those who fear you. So we have a reverent and awesome fear of God. It's not that a bear is going to get me fear. It is a fear that equals obedience, that because of love. Verse 20 says, you hide them in the shelter of your presence, safe from those who conspire against them. You shelter them in your presence, far from accusing tongues. Your life should be so hidden with Christ that your enemies don't even get close to you. This shelter that he's talking about is beyond our comprehension. Verse 21, praise the Lord, for he has shown me the wonders of his unfailing love. He kept me safe when my city was under attack. His love is evident in the most challenging trials. And I have felt his love throughout my life in different things that I have experienced that wasn't comfortable. I didn't pick them, and maybe some of them were due to my choices, but he was always there. And he always had his hand on me, keeping me from falling completely into the ditch, as well as some of my family falling into the ditch. And then when it's talking about my city being under attack, that siege of a city can be likened to spiritual warfare. And as believers, we should seek to offer support to our Christian brothers and sisters that might be going through the same thing. And everybody's going through something. And no matter what theirs is, it's a big deal to them. They need your support. In verse 22, I love this. In panic, there's that big emotion. It was terrible. I cried out. I am cut off from the Lord, but you heard my cry for mercy and answered my call. See, he thought he was cut off. He wasn't in fear, in panic about maybe the army or whoever was coming after him. Maybe it was Saul, maybe it was Absalom. He was in a panic about God not being there. Verse 23 says, love the Lord, all you godly ones, for the Lord protects those who are loyal to him, but harshly punishes the arrogant. So love God because of the excellence of his character, because it's a pleasant exercise, because it's beneficial, because it's the way to be cleansed from sin. It will strengthen you in times of trial, and it will strengthen you for service. And then verse 24, so be strong and courageous. We hear that all throughout the Old Testament, don't we? Be strong and courageous, all you who put your hope in the Lord. David closes the encouraging people to find what he found in God. God does strengthen them, and the trusting and a hoping heart. And courage. I have a little statement on courage. You probably heard it before. But courage is not the absence of fear, but the resolve to act in faith despite the fear. Y'all have a good rest of the day, and I will tell you who really is going to be on tomorrow, and that will be Leslie. So come back and hear later.